Oh. Sorry about that. We're still in lockdown in London, or it's easing up. Hello and welcome to another Earth Dragon Art video. This is a bit of a random video that I wasn't expecting to make, but hopefully you'll still enjoy it. And for those of you who don't know, one of the channels that I follow is Jazza, formerly known as Draw with Jazza, and he used to do competitions called Challenge of the Month, which kind of what really got me involved in entering these different competitions. And he hasn't done that for about at least a year, maybe 2 years now, but he does do these odd little competitions through every so often. And more recently, he's been doing a series of redraws of children's art. So he'd get fans to send in artwork and then he would redraw that child's artwork in his own style. And in this competition, he's actually chosen to use his own style, his own pictures, which will show up very, very shortly on screen, for us to redraw. And this really intrigued me on this competition. So I thought I would pop in there, come up with an idea, and create my own picture for entry to this competition. Now, which one did I draw? You'll have to watch the video to find out, and I'll catch you at the end for a closeout. Okay, I'll see you later. there you go. That's my finished piece. You can see obviously which one I chose, but there was obviously 3 choices. There was the kid with the 8 or 9 arms. There was the guy that looks like some kind of ice beast or something. And then there was the manga style with the cyborg arm. Needless to say, being a sci-fi geek that I am, the cyborg arm had to be the one that I went for. And I really, in this particular competition, not that I don't go for any of them, I always give my best efforts. But in this particular one, I really went for it. Really went for that sci-fi theme. And as you can see, I kind of had a bit of a joke with it as well, with the whole King of Random. Hence the reason why I've called the title The Real King of Random. Because basically, as you can probably tell from the picture, the premise was Jazza, or the character, was defending Jazza's randomness against the King of Random, the other channel. Because again, if you don't know, they've been having a bit of a friendly competition, and I thought it'd be quite fun to have to play with that. Now I'm going to do a new video of this later on with a bit more, with a slower pace, and with a bit more feedback and a bit more input onto what I've actually created. But one quick thing I want to just say about this particular piece is that I was very satisfied with. First of all, one of the things I've been working on is my anatomy over the last few years, and really trying to get that looking right and looking exactly as it needs to be. And I feel that on this occasion, although I can still see areas for improvement, I really feel like I've really pulled it out of the bag on this particular piece, and I've come up with a really strong character with a lot of movement. You know, the construction of the character there were little tweaks I made along the way to try and make him fit better and make him kind of more energetic and more dynamic in the pose. But as the piece goes, it was one of my favorites in terms of anatomy, and I really feel like I've really pulled it out of the bag with my anatomy on this occasion. It's still a work in progress, and I'm still pushing for better anatomy and being more comfortable with it. But I think I've really kind of hit my stride with this particular piece. But a few outstanding pieces that I like about this is, number one, there's the bit where the scratches on the arm, where the blood is kind of splurting out and flowing in the air. And I really felt that came out really well. I wasn't expecting it to look so good. I know what I had in my head, but I really felt that looked, for me, looked really good. And it just really felt like it was really fluid, and it was kind of fitting with the fact that he's up in a building, there's all this wind blowing and everything else. And I really felt it came across well on that. The second thing that I really loved was the gun. Initially, when I drew the gun, I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really feeling the shape and the design of the gun. And the actual final design of it actually is a completely different direction than the original gun that I had planned for this piece. But as I drew and as I kind of developed it more, it really came together, and I was really totally satisfied with how it came across. And I particularly like the little edges in the gun. That definitely you can see it, but in the little inside the main side of the gun, there's little lines or whatever, and I really felt that came across really well. I just really loved that texture of that gun. And the other thing that I was probably the last thing I was really satisfied with is just the t-shirt. Don't know about you, but drawing ripped clothes effectively is one of the hardest things to do. I think it's even harder than doing anatomy, you know, drawing arms and legs and things like that. You know, that is simple in comparison to doing clothing that looks genuinely like it's ripped and flowing in the air. And again, I really feel like that's another thing I've been working on. And personally, I really feel like I really achieved a great sense of the t-shirt being cloth, being torn quite dramatically and really flowing in the wind. And one of the things that I just wanted to share, as you probably saw in the video as well, is as I was painting it, initially I just had one big massive hole on the shirt. But as I went through, I started to adjust it and added extra lines and linking it up together. And I think that really helped really sell the fact that this is just a t-shirt that when he started off in his journey, it was nice and solid. There was no tears in it. But as things progressed with the battle or whatever he was taking part, it got more and more torn. So this particular piece was one I'm so pleased with it. And I really feel like I've set a new bar for me. Last year I did a Knight Rider piece, which I'll share on the next time I do this video, and comparing the character on that and the character of this, there's a massive difference, and I'm so happy with this. I'm even thinking of making this character into a t-shirt for myself, so that's something I'm looking at. Oh, and by the way, this is one of my shirts that I've designed. I am going to release it at some point, and I'll let you know when. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give it a thumbs up so that more people that like this kind of art or entertainment channel can enjoy the content that I bring to you each time. But also, if you're new to my channel and you do like what you see and you want to see more, hit that big subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode, and make sure your bell is set, because you don't want to miss the next adventures that are coming along. I've got some Lego builds coming up very soon, a couple of really big projects that are coming. I've got a mini Lego series that's coming very, very soon. I've got another project that I just recently got hold of, which I'm very excited about. I have no idea when I'm going to do it because it's quite a big piece. And yeah, and I've got some more art projects that are working on the background. So make sure your bell is, your bell is ticked, you're subscribed, so you don't miss that, because I promise you they will be enjoyable, and I'm sure you will love it. If you love this, you'll love those as well. So again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye now.